kids and cadets. Happy Sat Turd Day. I'm not going to disappoint you. We got two turds here. A Murray 4520 with 3 legs and a PowerCrap with 4 legs. So I hope you're all having a great Sat Turd Day, and I want you to have a good day tomorrow. Happy Easter. Go eat some chocolate bunny tail or marshmallow eggs, whatever, the 100% sugar stuff. So, busy week. I know you guys have been busy too, getting ready for season. The single guy operator, that's a landscaper, he works alone, he showed up. He had this in the PowerCrap on the back of his truck. So he was here a couple weeks ago, and I bought another mower, and this one was sitting next to it. And I said both. He says, no, I'm keeping the PowerSmart. But this time around, he dumped it. I said, does it run? And he said, yeah, but not very good. So I've already rectified the PowerCrap. The fuel was questionable. I went ahead and changed out the fuel, cleaned the carb, and it started. I also went ahead and adjusted the overhead valves. These here hardly ever get adjusted, and they need to be on these PowerCraps. It seems like every one I get in, they're out of adjustment. This was no different. So that'll create a running issue as well. So before I did anything carb work, I did valve adjustment. And like I said, the fuel had some crap in it. You see some oil here. That was just for me doing the adjustment. So this is a 161 cc. Usually they're 144s on the PowerCrap. And this has a date of manufacture 2019. Looks like June of 2019 on this PowerCrap. So I got it to start. I chopped down the weeds in my yard and my neighbor's yard, and it did fine. So I paid $30 for the whole kit and caboodle. I figured 10 on this and 20 on the Murray, just because I like old crap or old turds. So we unloaded the PowerSmart first, very light. We go to unload this, and I said, see the difference in weight? This thing's a little bit smaller machine, but the deck here is like solid steel. I mean, really solid. I had gotten another turd in before. I'm waiting for parts. It had the Tecumseh engine. I need the keyway in the primer bulb. So this has got a Briggsy on it. He said he found this in a mobile home park. Somebody had pushed it out. It's been sitting under a pine tree. Cord's dead, so I don't know what happened first. If the cord died and this thing was sitting in the sun and the tire rotted off, or did he start rolling it and the tire just fell off due to age, plastic. So quantum primer unit, there's no stickers, but we got Murray down here. I guess maybe they didn't put a sticker here. It was all deck work. So this happens to be, it was old. I remember looking at it. What is this, a 1994? I think so. I got to get down there. I can't do two things at once. I'll tell you in a minute. Or I'll put it all down below. So just looked in the tank. I could see some moisture down there. I had taken the cap off to try to air it out. So it's got a blade. I'm kind of excited about this thing. Well, it's got numerous issues, but add to that, there's no cable. Cable's missing, and the bail bar is not there, so I'd have to come up with something. They've just been manipulating it here with this wire, maybe something like that. Probably looks like what they were doing. That's on, that's off, I'm assuming. We're going to pop this dead recoil off and try to start that. This is Saturday's turd project. I just resurrected this recoil yesterday. The original recoil was all bent. I turned this thing over and ground off the two remaining bolts at the two remaining pop rivets here and here, ground them down. These two were already off, so I nut and bolt it, put a little nail polish as a lock blocker, thread locker. So this came off a 2006, and then we have another one here off a 2006 original with the pop-ins, rivets. I just take a grinder and grind those off. You can buy these aftermarket, the recoils. So let's get busy with this. Phillips here, 10 millimeter on the 4 bolts for the recoil. Let's get busy. See a little green there on the muffler. Some algae's been growing on this thing. It's crusty and rusty, just the way I like them. We got help. We got some help here, finally. Because Clucky's on the job sleeping, and Dino doesn't care. Got so many freeloaders here, it's impossible to do anything. So a lot more to discuss. Maybe I'll take tomorrow off. As far as video, I'm going to Lakeland to see my daughter for Easter. I'm going to eat so much candy. It's going to be crazy. Wow. Okay, so that long one doesn't go there. They improvised. Pine needles. Okay, this has got the adjust throttle tabby here on the side. I haven't seen one of these in a while. So what do we got? A bug? Stink bugs in there? Oh yeah, I think so. I'm going to let him go on his own, hopefully. So while we're down here, let me take that filter off. 8 millimeter. So I got a package in the mail. We got to open that up. From Bruce Beaver. Who's coming in? Can't tell what the writing is. I don't think it's Lufthansa. So Bruce hails from Camdenton, Missouri. And I actually talked to him a couple weeks ago. He wanted me to call him to answer a technical question. Bruce, I don't know if I helped you out, but it was great talking to you. He emails me pictures of what he's working on. I think he sold 30 so far, or 36 units already. He's beating me. We're going to have a competition between Bruce and I. He's got a head start in running out of inventory. I got a shitload of inventory. I just got to fix junk. So let's see what Bruce sent me in a minute. So 8 millimeters, the same as the backing plate here for these three. So I think I can come up with everything for this. I'll have to probably order a bail bar, but I don't know. Maybe I have one off a junk motor. Okay, I'm just going to turn that back. The fuel line is so stiff, it just pulled out of the nipple here. So let's just keep rolling this thing down the dusty highway, Route 66. Okay, I'm going to grab my 10 and go to work on the recoil. That one was tighter than Fort Knox. Okay, I gotta take the dipstick tube off. So there was an auction that closed yesterday. Uncle Brad and I bid on some stuff. It was Staples closing a store here in Sarasota County, so they were getting rid of all the shelvings, forklift, baler machines, pallets. So I ended up buying a center section that's 20 feet long. 20 feet long with 4-foot end caps, and it stands about 5 feet tall with shelving on either side. So I'm going to set it up, maybe break it in half and store stuff on each shelf. So I got to pick that up. I just previewed it with Uncle Brad. He bought some tables, and I just took a look to see what I needed to bring for tools. It's mostly just pushed together. There's a couple of nuts and bolts, but it's all basically lift and pull. There's a bunch of slots that hold it together. So that should be fun. Bring my trailer and a hand cart. It breaks down into 4-foot sections. The 20 feet break down into 5 sections. 5 times 4 is 20. So we got oil. Oh, I hate these. I hate these Briggs engineers. So the cup with no hole in it just collects water. This thing was outside. We got all kinds of tree debris. And so your paws sit in water 24/7. This thing may be salvageable if I oil it up, but I'm not screwing with it right now. I'm going to take it off. Take it off and put another one on to try this thing. It may be salvageable. Let me blast this off. Now I'm going to have to undo the rope from the hoodidjamidihiggy up there. So this is going to take me a minute. Go get me a Mountain Dew and a Krispy Kreme donut. Don't be late, because I'm about to hate. Okay, let's keep moving. No talking, more working. Somebody's been bitching I talk too much. I got to pipe down and just do the work. They didn't want to hear anything. Do the work. Shut your trap, do the work. Using the wrong tool for the right job. I got my channel locks up here. Instead of an 11 millimeter, thread this dead thing through. Get my air gun, blasty blast. Okay. Well, that was good. Good thing I had safety goggles on. Okay. Mr. Stink Bug did not heed the warning. I asked him to leave nicely. He's still hanging on. I think he's agitated. He shouldn't be in my 45, 20. Okay, let me coach him out of there, because he has the right to stink, I think. Okay, let's go. You're holding up production. Get out of here. Move it. Move. Go. Maybe he's guarding eggs. Who knows? Okay, enough of that. Normally I'd spend more time tightening down the tube and oil this up, but I want to keep this thing going. What I may do is just real quick scuff up this flywheel with some sandpaper. That's as far as I'm going to go. Try to rebuild the original flywheel and take it all apart. Spend some more time. Kind of hoping this thing will kick off, maybe even run. We can drop the bowl. I've got nitro nearby. Oh, look at all that white crusty on the aluminum. So yeah, that's run. So they did pretty good with the coat hanger, and that's killed the coil in the brake. So I'm impressed. Harvey did it. But I got to make it safe. I mean, I got to do the bail bar. Some jackass comes over here and sticks his leg under the deck. They'll come looking for me. You know what I mean? So I'll tighten up the head bolts after we determine it's going to be a runner and gunner. Okay. Allegiant's coming to town for Easter. Okay, will this go over everything it needs to? Some of these recoils have different cutouts for starters or various manipulations. This seems to be lining up. It feels like it's got compression. Let me grab the bolts. Okay, this one had two sheet metals here on the recoil. I only need one. Let me get these started, and then we'll zip it down. So you got your basic 20-inch mower here, nothing fancy, no side discharge. Oh, this one I can read the model number, Murray Corp. The other one I couldn't. I think the other one was a Craftsman with a Tecumseh. So I'll put both of these together. As far as fixing them, they can be buddies. The 450-20 and the 420-20. I'm dipping these in oil because they're not going in good, and I don't want to strip the aluminum. That helped. That helped. Somebody else is coming in. Looks like a Pilates. Somebody with a lot of money. Okay. Those were a little tight, but I'll live with it. Let me blast this tank here a little bit. Okay, that goes there. Oh, thanks for telling me. This has got to go on. This is first. Okay. I really don't have to worry about this right now. I'm just going to hand tighten it. Oh, looks like I got to remove that. See, we lining up here, or oh, okay, I see what the problem is. This nut here broke off, and it's actually one of the hold downs. So I'm going to have 2 out of 3 holding the tank down. This is just a broken off stud, which is fine for right now. I can always, like I said, try to rectify the original recoil. I'm just going to put this on to keep it from bouncing around. I really don't have to tighten it. Okay, now we're ready to rock. Okay. Feels like good compression. Let's keep the show going. I'm going to put this, sorry I had you on double vision. I'm going to put this broken wheel on a block. Something like these adjusters are rusty. Maybe something like that, just so the blade's not hitting the concrete. Okay, what do you want to do, Nitro? Get an idea. Or check the plug. Since this thing looks like it's been sitting for ages, let's just pop the plug, alleviate a potential problem. So now that I got the recoil off, I can read it without the sun glare. Okay, not bad. Looks clean enough. Let's just see if it works. Since we're Mickey Mouse here on the linkage, we're on the on position. Just pull on this thing, ground it out against the head. And I didn't see any spark. Nothing. Oh, that's a stinker. This is a little crusty and loose up here on the clip. Let me try to tighten that. Maybe run some sandpaper on this. We can't try it unless we have Sparky. Get in there and just kind of give that a little tweak. Do a little twisty. Okay, what do we got now? We don't have anything, so let me come up with a replacement. I know just the machine for that. I just picked this up today. My computer guy, Thomas, called and said his pressure washer died. He had this since new 2004, so I think he got his money's worth out of it. He said he put a new plug on it, but he has no compression. He said he heard some banging. He changed the plug, hoping it would work, but there's no compression on this. He pulled it over and it was just freewheeling. The thing's toast. So I gave him a Honda with a Ryobi on it with new tips. So I told him, have a nice day. He takes care of me on computer problems, so I got to take care of him. You know what I mean? Nothing. We got to buzz off the jazz here. If you want to stick with me, I'm going to see if we can maybe clean up the coil or take a look around, but that seems to be what the issue is here. No Sparky. Some more issues. Three-wheeler. Missing the cable and the bail bar. Okay. I'm going to take this whole thing off. Okay, quarter. I'm going to try taking it off, sanding the base, and see if we can do something. Otherwise, we're done until I can get into it. Hopefully these don't break off. Okay, good. Okay, yep. Now we're cooking. Yeah, a lot of rust here. I'm going to sand that off. Sand that off. Sand here. I see a lot of white crust. We may not have been making contact, so let me get busy with that. Sandpaper was here a minute ago. Could be a bad coil. We'll put it all back together if it don't work out. I bought a few of these coils new for the quantum style. I just got to grab a piece of cardboard, business card, something to gap it with. You can test these with a multimeter. You can go to YouTube. They'll show you how to check these. It would be ohms resistance. Okay, we're going to give it a whirl. If it's not what we need, then this is a little thin. It's just a mailer I got. Oh, there we go, like that. So I may just give myself a little extra. Let's see, what else do I have around? I think I got something I can use. Yeah, I do. I was using this yesterday. It's just from cardboard from a windshield wiper blade. That's what we're using today. Hey, hey, hey. This probably won't solve our issue, but we'll see. We'll give it our best shot. Okay. Rotate it. Nothing's rubbing. Nothing's cockeyed. Okay, we'll start all over again. We'll use the new plug from Thomas's pressure washer. The Champion Romeo Juliet 19 Lima mic. Okay, I'm confident I got a good contact with the wire. Clucky, thanks for your help. We're gonna put the recoil back, put the oil tube down where it should go, line up what we need to. Okay, Okay, tube goes down. Sorry about that, guys. Typical turd day. You never know what you're going to get out of a turd. Could be good, could be bad. Generally, I'm not mad. Okay. I'll just put the tank on without messing with it. If it fires off with nitro, then I'll go ahead and put some fuel in the tank. See if it runs on its own. Okay. Probably should have left this off to check for spark, huh? Maybe I'm overconfident. Let's remove the cover so we don't chop it up. Direct inject. Well, that was a lot. And just go for it. Just pull on it and see how it will be. Okay, this is on Mickey Mouse wires where it should be. Okay. Clucky, you know what that means? We got sparky. So I'm going to put fuel in it. See if this thing smokes the neighborhood. I just see a big puff of smoke. Put a little gas to cover the bottom. That should be plenty. Oh, yeah, that was my screw up. The fuel line had come off and I didn't reattach it. I heard liquid draining and I'm like, what the heck? So we did lose some fuel, but I can see there's still some on the bottom. So now we pull. This Murray 4520's been dogging us. Okay, it's not firing on what's in the bowl, so we're gonna take this bowl off and just look at it. Oh, I'm leaking gas out of the bulb. Well, maybe that's why it wasn't starting. I didn't prime it and I just see it burp up fuel, so maybe that was my issue. It's going to need to be replaced because it's not popping back out. So yeah, that was Tommy time screw up. I'm thinking it's an auto choke and it's not. It needs to be primed each time. And like I said, the primer is working and the float might be stuck because it's dripping. I'm going to get busy right away and pull. Yeah, it's really prime and good. That looks like full open right there. So I must have some corrosion over here on the kill because I went to ground it out. It wasn't doing shit. Wow, smoking like a storm here from the muffler. Oh, that was a semi-disaster. But it fired off. Three-legged turd. It's that turd day. What a nightmare. Oh, and I'm leaking again through the bulb. Kind of screwed up my patina. Okay, so let's see what Bruce Beaver has generously sent to Tommy Time. And we can tell you what year this thing is. I got the recoil up here at my trailer. Clucky can't wait. Clucky flew right up here, wants to see what's shaking on Bruce Beaver's package. Okay, I'll give you this down below. 1994, that's what I saw. I can give you the engine number below. January 4th, 1994. I hope they weren't hung over from New Year's Day. January 4th, production date. Okay. Clucky, what do you think we got? He emailed me, said a package was on the way. Something about he had bought two and was going to send me the second one. It's not from Amazon. He just reused a Amazon box. I hope it's not a box of snakes or lizards. I'm not ready for that kind of excitement. So this is the second thing I've got. Lawrence Carroll sent me a little clip removal tool. And then Bruce Beaver sent me this. A jet blower. It says, let's see what a jet blower is. I'm assuming it's a battery powered contraption. Oh, strong winds. You know it's Chinese. They call stuff strong winds, super high speed, super quiet, dust blower, and temperature control. So do you aim it against your head to control temperature? Takes 3-hour charging. It's a violent fan. I hope it's not too violent. Gives me 3 hours to think about using it because of the charging time. So I don't want violence. How does this thing pop down? It must look something like that. You guys ever get one of these besides Bruce? Oh, a nice little. See, I don't want violence. What's this, Bruce? What are you doing to me? Violent fan. I don't like the way they translate these things. So it's a handheld. I see. Probably 3 speeds. You get a light and a USB plug-in. So yeah, I gotta charge it for 3 hours according to the instructions. Bruce, thank you. I'm going to charge this thing up. Maybe blast some Easter eggs with it. Thanks for sending that to me. That's awesome. Out here on a summer day, I can cool down. Keep cool with my violent fan. Kind of like the Violent Femmes from the 80s. But this is a violent fan, not a violent femme. Punk rockers. Thanks again, Bruce. Hope you're fixing stuff up in Missouri. Get busy. So that's all I got for you. Yeah, we need carb work. Float stuck. I'm just losing all my fuel here. It's dripping. I'm sure there's a huge buildup of snot in that carburetor. So it's going to take some work, but it had compression and fired off. So I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. Do a little shake and bake. Stink bug is still trying to hang around. Oh, he just went under the tank. He really likes this machine. He really likes this Murray. He doesn't want to give it up. Anyway, have a good Easter. Bruce, thanks for sending that to me. Have a good Saturday. Adios, amigos. Tip your waitress and waitstaff. See you.